Hello, I'm Professor Sebastian Longsword. Excuse me, husband. That's much better. Look, you just caught me, as a matter of fact, choking on a bone. And I was choking on a bone because tonight, Monday night, is, as you all know, fish and chip fish and chip night at home, in which my good lady wife and I, we pretend we're a fish and chip shop, and we make our own fish and chips, which is wonderful, and we serve up our delicacies in newspaper. Now, of course, we don't get the Advertiser delivered these days, but we do read InDaily, and so what we do is we print out InDaily, and then we wrap our fish and chips up in that, which is wonderful. But I choked because I saw this story. Anger as the Advertiser dumps Fringe reviews. Well, goodness me, it made me think straight away about our current Fringe show, which is a pop-up university at Studio 99 in Port Adelaide, and I rang Miss Paige Turner at home, and I said, "Excuse me, Miss Turner, have any Advertiser journalists reviewed our show yet?" And she said, "No, they haven't." Well, goodness me. She then said, "We haven't opened yet. We open this Friday night, or should I say afternoon at 4 o'clock. So this is a dilemma, and of course professors love a good dilemma. What do we do? You see, the Advertiser is saying that it doesn't find that its readers care much about Fringe shows, and so it won't review them. Now, I have heard some people say that in the past, some review tickets were tossed about the Advertiser like confetti, and sometimes the real estate agent might come and review your show, sometimes it might be the cleaner. And so one review might read about, the location of the show, and another one might comment on the cleanliness or otherwise of the set. But be that as it may, our show in particular is giving theatregoers not only an MBA business degree, which they leave with, but 2 people every night will win $1,000 accommodation package vouchers. And I think to myself, on behalf of the Advertiser, that is the bottom line. And surely one thing that gets most of us a little bit sensitive is considering and contemplating our bottom line. And I would include Advertiser readers in that. So, has the Advertiser missed a magnificent story? I think they might have. But I want to put self-interest aside for one moment. We at the MBA School of MBA Credentials would like to do everything in our power to bring South Australians together. I think we should all come as one, or come out as one, if you like, whichever you prefer, during Fringe time. And so Tuesday night, which tomorrow will be the 21st of February 2023, we will have our usual faculty member meeting, which we do in the school hot tub. Now, we do this in the nude. We find that breaks down a lot of barriers, and we can wrestle with problems that arise and arrive at some solutions. And so I'm opening an invitation tonight, and extending one as well, if you don't mind, to Matt from the Advertiser, and by that I mean, of course, the editor, Matt Dayton, and also to Heather Kroll from the Adelaide Fringe. I invite you both to come over at King William Street to the MBA school, drop the togs, hop into the bubbles, and we can sort this one out together. Matt might want to bring perhaps one of his curmudgeon-like columnists, Peter, what's his name, or someone or other, and Heather might want to bring someone who looks good when they're not clothed, which is about half of the participants in the Adelaide Fringe. So let's see if we can do that together. It's an open invitation, and I think it's important at the moment that the people at InDaily are not too gleeful and chortling over the carcasses of reputation as they mount up on the streets of Adelaide, and of course that would keep them too busy to send their own reviewers to see 100% MBA Success, Whisky and Trivia with Professor Longsword. But of course, this is not about self-interest. This is about doing something for the state. And so let's make sure that this Fringe, we get back on track as a state. And actually, it's had a wonderful idea. If budgets are tight, perhaps the advertiser could just appoint 3 people to cover the Fringe. We could have someone covering all burlesque shows, someone covering all drag shows, and someone covering circus. And that would leave about 20 shows that the proper reviewers, Patrick McDonald and others, might be able to wear their lovely Hawaiian shirts to and go and file their own reviews in a stately manner. Oh, you see, these are I'm not even in the spa yet, and I'm fully clothed and I'm still having good ideas. Here's to the Adelaide Fringe 2023 and to applying some MBA thinking.